take a look at the connection between algebra and geometry when dealing with area. Let's determine the area of the given rectangle with the dimensions 4x centimeters by 2 centimeters. We know because one of our dimensions includes a variable that our final area will be an algebraic expression. The formula for the area of a rectangle is area equals length times width. Our length and width are 4x and 2. So we have to multiply 4x and 2 to determine the area of this rectangle. 4x times 2 is 8x. So the area of this rectangle is represented by the algebraic expression 8x. And our unit is square centimeters because we're dealing with area. So our area is 8x square centimeters. Let's write an algebraic expression that represents the area of the given triangle. The formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. Our base is 4x and our height is 6. So after substituting these into the formula, we have area equals 1/2 times 4x times 6. We can now multiply all three of these terms. We will start by multiplying 1/2 and 4x. 1/2 times 4x is 2x. So then we have 2x times 6, which is 12x. Our unit will be square meters. So the area of this triangle is represented by the algebraic expression 12x square meters. When given the area of a rectangle, we can determine x, all of the side lengths, and the perimeter as well. Again, the area of a rectangle is area equals length times width. The length and width are 3x and 2, so our area should equal 3x times 2. And our area is 60. So 60 equals 3x times 2. Now we can solve for x. We can simplify the right side of the equation by multiplying 3x and 2, which is 6x. Now we can solve this equation by dividing each side by 6. So x equals 10. We can determine the length of this side by substituting 10 in for x. Once we have substituted 10 in, we can do 3 times 10, which is 30. So the length of this side is 30 miles. We know that length times width must equal the area. So 30 times 2 equals 60. So our answer checks out. We can also determine perimeter at this point because we know the length of each side. The perimeter would be 64 miles. Let's take a look at this parallelogram now. The area is 48 square yards. We are going to find x and find the height of this parallelogram. The formula for area of a parallelogram is area equals base times height. We know that the area is 48 square yards. So 48 is going to equal our base times our height. The base is 4 and the height is 2x. So 48 equals 4 times 2x. Now we have an equation where we can solve for x. We can simplify the right side of this equation by doing 4 times 2x, which is 8x, and then we can solve the equation by dividing each side by 8. So x equals 6. We can determine the height of the parallelogram by substituting x, which we found to be 6, in for x in our height. Once we have done this, we can multiply 2 times 6, which is 12. So the height of our parallelogram is 12 yards.